Range Rover is one of the best cars in the world, as it has many features. The Range Rover is an SUV with an evolutionary redesign. The SUV features headlights and a slimmer grille, along with a streamlined LED signature. The shock intakes span the width of the car instead of being separated in 3 places. On the sides, the roof drops slightly towards the rear like the previous model. The traditional hood is still present, and the sides include Velar-style pop-up door handles. As for the rear, it is believed that the future Range Rover Sport will have a raised bar in the tailgate that includes lights, and to top it off, there's also the bumper-mounted license plate holder seen on the test car at the show. Built on 50 years of excellence, the Range Rover is based on an advanced MLA Flex body structure that enhances cabin refinement while enhancing its proven off-road capabilities. In addition to its standard mild hybrid turbo i6 and twin turbocharged V8 engines available at launch, the same 3 distinctive lines that can be traced back to the original Range Rover have been elegantly integrated into the latest model, maintaining the sophisticated look that has made this vehicle one of the most iconic luxury cars in the world. Inside the cabin, a third row of seats is now available, as well as a selection of new upholstery options. The latest technology in driver assistance features help usher in a whole new era of seamless integration within Range Rover. Despite being the best part of a decade now, the current Range Rover is still one of, if not the coolest SUVs out there. A handsome front design has been massaged and stretched, but is largely familiar. The side profile now draws the eye to the sharp, angular rear end, which has been extended vertically and horizontally by a new taillight element in the shape of an elongated horseshoe. In addition to their legendary off-road capabilities, Range Rovers are all about luxury, and that doesn't change here. Range Rover from the outside. Its headlights are almost identical to the previous Range Rover, although they are fitted with all LED technology as standard across the range. However, it gets a new front bumper design, and the luxury SV versions get a model-specific grille design. There is a short and long wheelbase version of the Range Rover, but visually they are very similar, albeit with a noticeably longer tailgate on the long wheelbase models. You'll get 20-inch alloy wheels as standard, with the option of massive 23-inch wheels, the latter apparently no heavier than the old car's 22-inch alloys. The Range Rover features a radical new look at the rear. Ultra-thin brake lights are joined by a bit of clear trim that runs the width of the trunk. There are no visual tailpipes. Although the exterior of the new Range Rover looks somewhat familiar in places, the interior is completely different. For starters, you will discover an ultra-modern steering wheel with a sleek 2-spoke design and loaded with touch-sensitive buttons. The dashboard is covered with full-width air vents, and in the center is a new 13-inch touchscreen infotainment system. This includes Land Rover's new PHEV Pro, which supports not only wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto but also Amazon's Alexa. Yes, you can control the lights in your home by talking to your Range Rover. As you would expect, you have a range of leathers to choose from here designed to be more like the furniture in your home, but also a new fabric option that is said to emit 75% less carbon dioxide when produced than traditional leather. It contains wool, so it's not completely vegan. As standard, the Range Rover is a 5-seater, but you can choose to fit the long wheelbase versions with an additional third row of seats for the first time to convert it to a 7-seater. You can pay extra to fit the middle row with 11-inch touchscreens. SV models get larger 13-inch screens, while the more luxurious 4-seat versions come with a folding table. New Range Rover driving technology. Across the Range Rover range is an adaptive air suspension system capable of self-adjusting to suit road conditions. It will even be linked to a satellite navigation system to predict surfaces up to 3 kilometers ahead and prepare itself accordingly. Rear-wheel steering is a new feature too, and comes at no extra cost, plus all cars come with an active anti-roll system to help reduce body roll in tight corners. Being a Range Rover, it should be good off-road too. It has a default ground clearance of 295 millimeters, but if you need more, it can be raised by an additional 145 millimeters. There's also a new feature which raises the car as high as possible, closes the interior air vents and locks the car's differentials to help it move water. You'll be able to manage up to 90 centimeters of stuff to match the new Land Rover Defender. Following a comprehensive redesign last year, the iconic Range Rover returns in 2023 with further improvements to enhance its impressive reputation. This year, the Range Rover gets an all-new 434 horsepower hybrid model that boosts efficiency and performance. All Range Rover models have power doors that can be controlled via the PHEV Pro infotainment display. Finally, SV models also benefit from enhanced personalization options, including two-tone exterior paint and exclusive interior appointments. You have a choice of petrol and diesel engines for the new Range Rover, as well as a pair of plug-in hybrids. Both diesel engines, the D300 and D350, are 3.0-liter straight-six units with proven mild hybrid technology to boost fuel economy. As for the petrol engines, you can choose between the P400's 3.0-liter straight-six and the 4.4-liter V8 in the P530. Both plug-in hybrid options use a 3.0-liter straight-six mated to an electric motor, and both the P440e and P510e use a 38.2 kilowatt battery as well, with an electric-only range of up to 70 miles. Now I will briefly explain to you the specifications of this car's models and the price for each model.